Hey, college coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are back again to bring you another uh, spotlight podcast of one of the top players here in the state of Texas. For some of you coaches that aren't familiar with Connected Athletics, we are a new startup-based company here in Austin, Texas. We're focused on connecting student athletes with other student athletes as they go through the recruiting process. And now, because of the COVID-19 environment, we're also focused on helping them connect and get fresh information into the hands of college coaches during the recruiting process. But more importantly, we're focused on helping these student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then on to a career either in the NFL or in their career based on their major. This prospect today, I've had a chance of seeing at a couple of camps here recently. He plays my favorite position that I played, linebacker. He is a class of 22 linebacker from Bryan High School in the College Station area here in Texas. 6'3", 220 pounds, so he has great size. Nick, is it Caraway or Caraway? How do I say it, Nick?
Caraway.
Nick Caraway. Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
And thank you for taking the time out to share your story with these college coaches. Let's just jump right into it. The first thing coaches are going to want to know about you is your academics. Tell us about your GPA and what are some of your favorite courses, and just kind of give us an insight to that.
Well, I kind of started off roughly on my GPA.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
But I'm working my way back up to it and getting my grades better. I think I have maybe a 2.9 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some of your favorite subjects? Are you a math guy, a science guy, what?
I was a math guy, but I hated geometry. I love algebra though.
What are your other favorite subjects?
Maybe history.
Okay.
I love history as well.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, you're only going in your junior year. You've got 2 more years of high school. It's still early, but do you have an idea what you want to major in college?
I don't. Maybe communication. If I don't make it big, I would like to be a coach, like a teacher / coach.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Tell us, one of the things coaches want to know is, recognizing those people who have helped you when it comes to your academics. Is there a certain teacher at Bryan High School who's like, you know what, I want to shout out Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, they really keep me on track for my grades? Who would that be?
The principal, Mr. Rubin, and my counselor. She's really tough on me. Mrs. Van, she's really tough on me. It was like the two ones.
Those are the two? Okay, I like that. I want to shout them out. One of the other things that coaches want to know about is your learning style. Tell these college coaches which learning style you're most comfortable in. Are you a visual, verbal, or physical learning style?
Maybe a verbal. Yeah, probably a verbal. Okay. I like a lot of one-on-ones. I'm not really, yeah. Probably a lot of one-on-ones.
Do you have the same learning style when it comes to being in class or on the football field, or is it different or the same?
Oh, and on the football field, probably physically. I like to be in the play, and know where to mess up and things like that.
Okay, all right, I like that. Tell us some of the things you've had to sacrifice knowing that you've got to be a good student athlete over these next 2 years in high school.
A lot of friends, people, they don't like the things that I like. They're not dedicated like me. So get rid of them,
I hear that. Yeah, man, you're smart. Those aren't about helping you achieve your goals, and you're one of those people in your life. So definitely start to, and you'll know, Nick, that as you move forward to become more successful, your circle of friends is going to get smaller, not bigger. So make sure you're aware of those that were there and cared about you early on. Tell me, what about as far as we talked about your learning style, but tell these coaches about how you prepare for games each week. Are you a film guy? Are you a scouting report guy? What do you do to get ready?
This might sound weird, but I go to their max preps and I'll see what players, their top players, and I'll study their huddle film and things like that, their tendencies and what they like to do.
That's very smart. You're one of the first players I've ever heard say that, but it's actually a good idea to go and look at their max preps profile and watch the video and get an edge. This game, as you play it at a higher level, is all about finding some type of an advantage or an edge to play against your opponent better, which makes a lot of sense. All right, let's switch over to recruiting real quick. Tell these coaches what you've been doing during this COVID-19 environment to stay in shape for the upcoming season.
Oh, I run a lot. I've been working a lot of footwork with Jay Whitehead. Jay
Okay,
Whitehead is
yeah.
got much better. And I've been doing 7-on-7.
Okay. Are you doing it with your school or are you with a club?
School.
Okay, good deal. And then as a linebacker, I've played it and coached it. Obviously, it's with things that are important to linebackers is feet, knees, hips, hands, shoulders, and eyes. What are some of the things you're working on to become better in your technique at the linebacker position?
Um, my speed, my play recognition. Don't like bite too hard. Like I've been working
Mm-hmm.
with our linebacker coach a lot. Don't like bite too hard. And I gotta be the leader, like the vocal leader of the defense.
Yep, I like it. Okay, makes sense. Tell us what are your strengths right now going into your junior year, and what are some of the things you're working on going into the season?
Mm, I have really nice hands, like huge hands I can catch.
Okay.
I love tackling. I love the aggression. I have some nice like pass rush. I would say probably one-on-one coverage with like slots,
Mm-hmm.
like things I'm trying to work on. We have a couple shifty receivers that I've been practicing with a lot. Probably the one-on-one coverage with the slots.
Okay, good deal. And then, Nick, at your size, 6'3", 220, do you foresee yourself playing more with your hand on the ground at the end or more playing linebacker in a two-point position?
I can give you anything. I'll play whatever. Like
Okay,
I love the end, but if the team needs me to play linebacker, I'll play whatever.
okay, I like that, definitely. Um, Tell us, there's a lot of good linebackers in your class of 22. How would you tell these coaches, how do you differentiate your linebacker play compared to your competition in this class?
Just a mindset. I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna give you all I have. Like I'm gonna beat you mentally and physically. It's just gonna
Okay.
be, yeah.
All right. Tell me, who has been the best player you faced, whether it was a lineman or a running back or a quarterback? Who's the best player you faced this last year?
I don't know him by name. He was a quarterback for Cy Lakes, like really tall quarterback, big, and he had
Mm-hmm.
a rock. But yeah, and I faced a couple good teams like Tom Memorial in our district.
Yeah.
Really nice teams.
Okay. And then you're 6'3", 220 now, which is really good size. What do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate?
I, mm, it depends. Like if I'm playing DN, I want to be like get a little bigger because I dropped weight to play linebacker this year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 6'5",
Okay.
240.
That'd be nice. I mean, that's big time right there. Tell us about real quick. Do you have height and size in your family? Are you the biggest one? Or you get it from your mom or your dad's side? Where's that coming from?
My grandpa 6'8".
Your grandfather is 6'8".
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Was he an athlete? I'm sure he probably was.
Yeah, he played basketball.
Okay.
Was yeah. My dad was
Okay.
kind of lean.
Okay. Hey, college coaches want to understand your relationship with your existing coaching staff. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach at Bryan High School.
Oh man, Coach Page is the best coach I've ever played for. Man, I love Coach Page. He knows how to get you working. He's probably like the best. He knows how to explain it. He knows just how to like write down. He knows how to listen to you if you have any inputs on it. Man, I love Coach Page. And Rogers is like really great coach. He's been there for a while. He knows what he's doing. We just, I don't know. Like Rogers is just amazing coach. He knows how to get us like rowdy and hype, I guess you
Okay.
could say.
And then tell us a little bit about, as far as where you see yourself. What are some of your goals as a player going into your junior year? What are some of the stats you're looking for individually? And then also tell us what are your team goals that you guys have set this year?
For me, I would like to get a lot of sacks, a couple interceptions, a lot of tackles. And for team goals, we want to make it to the playoffs. We've
Okay.
been in our luck the past couple years, and I feel like this is the year we're gonna break away from that. Some really good
Okay.
guys coming in this year.
Yep. Okay. Is there a certain linebacker in college or in the NFL that you pattern your game off of that you look up to?
Isaiah Simmons a little bit, but he's a
Yeah.
high school linebacker. Justin Flo, you know who that
Yeah.
is?
Uh-huh.
Man, I watch the guy like the back of my hand.
Mm.
He, yeah, I want to be better or just as great as him.
Okay. Well, hey, let's get into your highlight video for maybe some of the coaches that haven't seen it yet. I'm going to bring it up, and then you just kind of commentate and give us some insight to some of these great plays you're making. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. Hit play. Just walk us through some of these.
Well, I was supposed to sit for the option because I like to throw that like little toss out, and I read the QB and I ran and made the play.
It's great closure down the line coverage.
This was like, this is like when I first moved to defensive line. I was a newbie, but they had like some really good O linemen, and I guess I broke off them and made like a assisted tackle.
Okay.
And this is just
Down the
not me
line.
giving up on the play, wanting to secure the tackle.
It's good pursuit down the line for a big guy. That's very impressive.
Yes, sir. Oh, the coach, our coach wanted me to cut him, and I didn't cut him. I don't know. I guess I ducked my head down, and I just wrapped around him and made the play.
Yep.
But I cut him next play, I think.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
cut
Yeah,
him
there it
next.
goes. Is that something you guys worked on based on something you saw in the film and scouting report?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good pad level. Blow things up in the backfield. Good things happen. That's nice.
Sir. Swiped off a lineman, made the play. Oh, this was like a game-saving drive. I don't know. I guess I just beat the center there. I don't know.
Was this late in the game?
Yes, sir. This was fourth quarter. We were down by like 6 points, and I made the fourth down play.
Nice.
I think I chased the running back down on this one. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yep. Big time. Nick, I got to say, you look a lot leaner now. What was your weight last year? You look bigger then.
260. I was 260.
And what are you now? 230?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And you said you intentionally dropped that weight to play linebacker a little bit more, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, well, based on what I saw at the camp, you look really good. You basically redeveloped yourself. That looks good.
Yes, sir. Interior lineman isn't really my thing.
Yeah. Okay.
They made one of our senior nose guards. He kind of left us, and they put me an interior lineman, and I just had to fill the void, I guess. Oh, this is Side Lakes. This is the game I was talking about. Those old linemen, they were like really short and stout, and they were giving me work for my money. And there's the quarterback right there.
So I assume you're going to be playing DN this year with your hand on the ground, or will you be up in a 2-point position also?
I'm playing like a outside backer this year.
Okay. Okay. Stand up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love college coaches are going to love your motor, Nick. I mean, a lot of kids would not follow up on plays like this. They just kind of go half speed, but you are always trying to get after the ball. That's something that's going to help your game big time.
Yes, sir.
Keep chasing. Now he comes my way, and then make the tackle. That's nice. That's good work right there. One more play.
Side Lakes again. Yeah, Side Lakes.
Yeah, scraping down the line, make a play. It's an easy concept. I noticed in camp you were working on your drops and playing, like you said, playing in space, playing man to man against slot receivers. How do you feel you're coming with that development?
Oh, it's been kind of crazy. I've learned to put my hands on them, so like I have the size advantage. Put my hands on them, so I can
Yep.
give myself a little bit of a break, so I don't get outmanned. Moving my feet, not standing still. It's been amazing.
Well, let's talk about recruiting a little bit. Who have you heard from? I know you're still early, just not going in your junior year, but have you heard from schools? What schools do you want to hear from, and what's been your recruiting experience so far?
I've heard from no schools. I've been on text ads a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Schools I want to go to, I don't know. Maybe I really like Baylor. I've always wanted to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like A&M. I love A&M. Arkansas.
Okay.
Mm, I don't know. And what was the last question you asked me?
No, I was just asking, what's been your experience with so far? You mentioned it's been kind of quiet, but once again, I think going into your junior year with how you've really developed yourself and your size, you'll be singing a different tune here probably in the spring. Um, going forward, I saw you develop. I seen you work on playing in space more as a linebacker. You're definitely tracking the right way. You'll definitely have some more recruiting attention here coming up. Um, Give us an idea. I know it's real early, but tell these coaches what's going to be your criteria that's going to help you select what school you commit to your senior year.
Um, Maybe the environment, like the environment, the fans, the
Okay.
coach.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much of playing time my freshman year, like more of like developing and the strengthening and conditioning coaches there and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just the environment and the coaches, maybe.
Okay. And do you want to stay in state, or are you open to playing football outside of the state?
I'm open to play anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not a
All right.
cold
So,
guy. Cold
yeah,
games do
I
not.
hear you. Okay. Nick, tell us, how do you define leadership, and how do you plan on leading going into your junior year?
Um, Leading is like doing what you want your teammates to do. Like if you make that play, if you make that play, everyone else will want to follow you and make that play. If you're gonna be the person to get the best grades, everybody on the team will want to be that person to get the better grades. Like just speaking vocally and like following with actions.
Okay, I like it. Leading by example. That's good stuff. Tell us about you coaches also want to understand about your competitive spirit. Tell these coaches about how competitive you are.
Oh, I'm competitive. I am not a fun loser. I love to win. Like, I don't know. I love to win. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I can in my ability to win. And even if we don't end up winning, I'm still gonna be that same guy next week, coming out with the same intensity.
Okay. Tell us about mental preparation going into each game. You a film guy? You a scouting report guy? I know you mentioned Max Preps. What is the one thing you think that you do that helps you get an advantage in games on Friday nights?
Hmm. Maybe like I think like the chalkboard. Chalkboard helps us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know what they're gonna do. We know how we can beat them. Yeah, probably chalkboard.
Okay. Well, with your great size, what other sports do you play at Bryan? Are you a basketball guy, a track guy? What else do you do besides football there?
I play basketball and I throw, but
Okay.
I didn't really throw this year.
Yeah, because of
But
COVID-19. Yeah. All right. Um, Give us an idea of, you're playing with a lot of good players there in your program. Take this time to shout out a couple of your teammates that you think college coaches should look at.
Kenneth Collins, he's a junior DB going to he's a senior DB now.
Mm-hmm.
Really good height, and he runs like a 4.4. Dwayne Paul Hill, 6'1", 205 safety, can
Mm-hmm.
hit. He has really good grades. Hunter Rivaldi, he's a slot receiver, really good footwork. He's fast, and yeah, that's probably about it.
Okay. Tell us about some people in your life who've had a positive impact on you. They could be family members or non-family members.
The Boobins, they really, yeah, they took me in, treated me as like a family member, showed me nothing but love, and have been with me this whole process.
Okay. Another thing that coaches want to know about is, being a successful football player means overcoming some type of adversity. Tell us about a time in your life, either personally or dealing with football, when you had to overcome some type of adversity.
Um, I think it was like last year, my freshman year. I really hated school. I was gonna drop out, but I stayed in it, and I got back into football, and I'm working my way back up.
Okay. What was it about school that you didn't like, and what was it that made you decide to stay with it?
I hated learning. I hated coming to school. I hated Bryan High
Okay.
because I just was from College Station, Consolidated,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to go to Bryan High. And what really made me stay in it was my teammates helping me and developing me as a player.
Mm-hmm. Kind of change your whole outlook now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Let's switch to you a little bit personally. What are some of your interests when you're not working out, getting ready for the season? What do you like to do to have fun in your spare time?
Hmm. I like to play basketball. I like to swim a little bit. I like to watch a lot of movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
I play.
what's the best movie you've seen on Netflix during this COVID-19 environment?
Hmm. Well, it's not on Netflix. It's a movie like mid '90s. It's like a
Okay.
skater movie type thing. Yeah, but that's probably it.
Okay. Are you a big video game guy? You play Madden, 2K, or anything else?
Yes, sir.
Which one is your favorite?
2K probably.
Okay.
I play it every day.
And then the obvious question is, are you giving L's or taking L's?
Oh, give. Yeah, I'm giving L's.
Okay.
2K.
And then obviously with you being a teenager, there's not a teenager that doesn't have their cell phone with them at all times. What are some of your favorite apps you spend a lot of time with? Are you an Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or Snap guy?
I used to be a Snap guy. I spend my time on Twitter and TikTok a lot.
Okay. And then the other thing about you, Coach, want to know about is what are some of your favorite artists that you listen to when you work out or get hyped before a game?
J. Cole, Playboy Cardi. I like a lot of old Lil Wayne. Hmm. I like to listen. The Migos. Yeah.
Okay. And then as we're starting to kind of try to open up from this COVID-19 environment, getting back outside, are you a big shoe guy? You have a big shoe. How's your shoe game looking?
Now, I'm kind of basic. I like to wear like athletic type things, like
Hmm.
Vans, MDs, and like Crocs and stuff like that. Kind of
Okay.
basic.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Tell us, what do you do to give back to your community? Are you involved with your church? Are you involved with a nonprofit or a Boys and Girls Club? What are you doing to give back in Bryan?
Um, I haven't really. I used to do like this thing called Youth Impact. It's like a church
Hmm.
group,
Yeah.
and like we do like charity things. It's like sometimes like pancake breakfast and things like that. But I haven't done it since like this COVID thing.
Okay. Understood. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
What? Tell us some of the things you've had to sacrifice to be a good student athlete at Bryan High School. What have you had to give up?
A lot of time, like a lot of time, like to play video games and stuff like that. A
Hmm.
lot of time to hang out with friends,
Okay.
and yeah,
Tell me, I'm going to throw out some key fact or actually some key aspects of being a linebacker. You give me a grade, 0 being bad and 5 being great. How would you grade your footwork right now?
a 2.5. I'm still getting
Okay.
there.
Something to work on. Okay. How would you grade you being your hips right now?
Like a 4,
Okay. And then what about your hand, being explosive with your hands, getting off blocks? How would you grade yourself there?
like a 4,
Okay. And then what about for linebacker, your strength, upper and lower body strength? What would you grade that right now?
like a 4.5,
Okay. And then playing with good eyes. You heard us talk about it at camp. How would you grade your eye progression right now?
a 5,
Okay, good. And then lastly, mental preparation, being mentally tough. What grade would you give yourself in that?
a 4. No, a 3.5. Like a three
Okay.
and a half.
That's. I mean, it's honest. I like that. I like an honest evaluation. Most players aren't quite as honest, and I appreciate you being very honest. Hey, tell us what age did you start playing football?
7th grade year, I was like 11 or 12, like my 7th grade year. Cause I'm
Okay.
young in my grade.
Okay. And then when did you fall in love with the game? When did you figure out, hey, I'm pretty good at this game?
8th grade year.
Okay. And then going back, talk a little bit about your family. Are you an only child? Are you the oldest? Are you the baby? Give me some of your impact in your family dynamics.
I have 5 siblings,
Wow.
but
And where are you?
I'm the middle.
You're in the middle. Okay. And tell us what it's like to balance being having older siblings and then being the older sibling to some of your younger ones. How do you take that role?
Um, I kind of like it. I try to keep my brother in control, my brothers and stuff, but I don't like my older sister tries to boss me around and stuff like that.
We all have problems with our oldest. I have two older sisters, so I know what you mean by that, but I love them to death. Tell us a little bit about your parents. What do they do for a living, and what kind of impact have they had in your life?
My mom, she's a nurse, and I
Okay.
don't really talk to my dad like that.
Okay. Is your mom right in the middle of this whole COVID-19 environment? She being safe right now, or is she not really directly involved with it?
She's being saved, but yeah, she's still working.
Okay.
She has to get tested every week, I think.
Okay. Let's finish up here. Tell me, in a nutshell, and we call it an elevator pitch. Tell these college coaches who are watching why they should recruit you, and then what you're going to bring to their program.
They should recruit me because I'm a hard worker. I'm a great player. I like to lead. And what was the other question again?
What you're going to bring to the program.
I'm gonna bring intensity, hard work, a player that can get along with everyone, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. No, that's honest, man. I like it. Well, hey, I really enjoy getting to know you a little bit better. I'm looking forward to seeing you play. I'll definitely be at a game this fall on the sidelines watching you play. You know, if you need anything, to reach out to me. Continue to be safe, work hard, and have a great summer, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thanks, Nick.
So-